What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate reverse rants, no hate. I want you guys to listen to this, and I have something to say to follow up on this. And I want to make some points clear because, see, we clearly get away from reality, we get away from morale, we get away from respect, dignity, honor, all of those things. We don't care about any of it, and we just think that people should be able to say and do whatever. They did what they did. People complain, even turn away and go, okay, well, what next? Like, it's just entertainment. The more we record police officers, the worse they treat people. So it's obvious they don't care about repercussions, right? And this is the problem when the right things don't happen. So when you do something completely wrong and they just, now little Johnny, that wasn't nice, what do you think is going to happen? Now, I don't know this guy. This is a white guy. I'm just saying it that way for this reason, because he is. And then two, I want you to hear what he's going to say. Okay, and I don't know if I have to listen to the whole thing. I know it's about 9 minutes and 3 seconds long, but I'll let it play out. I might intervene if I feel like I've heard enough to just jump in. I don't want to chop the video up. I just want to let him talk straight through. Let's listen to this.
Hulk Hogan. We all know him. We grew up on his wrestling. Fast forward to modern day. It was just announced that Hogan is going to be speaking at the RNC in a lead up to Donald Trump accepting the nomination. While his wrestling prowess was apparent, we learned who he was as a person when we caught wind of a tape, an audio file, of when he learned that his daughter was sleeping with a black man.
Hogan is heard on the tape, which was recorded in 2006, talking about his daughter Brooke, who he accused of sleeping with an African American. I mean, I am a racist to a point. But then, when it comes to nice people and whatever, then says, I mean, I'd rather, if she was going to, I'd rather have her marry an 8-foot worth $100 million, like a basketball player. Guess we're all a little racist.
He would be fired from the WWE when that tape came out. However, it would not be the first incident.
Let me just say, what was being bleeped out was him using the word nigger, okay? Bottom line. So all of this, so what he said, I just want to say this because I want you guys, that went by kind of quick. He's saying, if she was going to mess with a nigger, I'd rather it be some effing 7-foot tall basketball player with $100 million. You understand what I'm saying to you? Not just some ordinary nigger that doesn't have money, that can take care of her and do whatever. But remember how everybody felt so bad for him during his time, his downtime, when he was lost everything and the wife took all his money and all? Okay, whatever. Now, let's go.
With him and racism. We would also learn that he used the N-word once again and called Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson Sambo. His words. Hogan, 70, previously told TMZ years back in 2015, I don't want to be in the ring with any candidates. I want to be Trump's running mate. Trump would ultimately pick Mike Pence, who won January 6th.
This is a stupid commercial. Okay. Since they did this commercial, let me say this. Do you know the reason why a racist white person will call a black person a Sambo? Do you understand why they would do that? If a white person referenced a black person as a Sambo and they wasn't racist, what they would be saying is, I clearly see you're just trying to appease white people and sell out your own black people. You're a Sambo. We don't respect that. A racist person using it is basically saying, I know what you're doing. You're trying to appease us white folks to get our good graces. But you're still a nigga to us. You're just a sellout. That's what he's basically saying. Okay? If you look at The Rock's career, this is no secret. Okay? I don't make things personal. But at the same time, I'm nobody's fan. And I keep telling you guys, people are people. They sit here and get rich because they get support from the people watching their form of entertainment, but people don't care, right? I don't care about all that. I just like the movie. Okay. I don't care about what he said or how you. Oh, I just like the song. That's what people. They don't care about anything until it happens to them and their family. Okay, their loved ones. But if you look at The Rock, every movie, he's never played in a movie where it was like a majority black cast or people of color in general. He's never had a black girlfriend in the movie. You understand what I'm saying? He always has like a half brother that's white. And basically, this is all by design. The guy walks around singing old Elvis Presley songs. See, The Rock knows, okay, even though I'm black, I have to do what Oprah did as she got older. When Oprah first started her show, Oprah was talking about all types of different incidents and things in the world. As she got a little older, before she was considered, old, but even just getting older, her show was more directly towards like older white women. Women that watch the Home Shopping Network and stuff like that, and had like more social issues where they feel like they can come to that show or watch on TV and feel like I can relate to these things. Okay, now understand my point. It all came down to marketing. I'm going to make more money if I go this direction versus if I go that direction. Now, I don't want to see not just The Rock, anybody. When there's movies and they throwing an N-word already, nigga this, nigga, I hate that shit. I really don't like that shit. That's not the only thing that's available out there, though. That's the only thing that people focus on. And with this generation of coming in, how their mindsets are, it's like, okay, this has become normalized. But my point, and that's what I'm saying, you don't have to, the same movies that The Rock was in, let's say it was the same directors, the same writing, the same script. My point is, you don't see him associating himself with black people, Samoan people, whoever, in a movie where it's predominantly people of color, is because he's not going to have the same success that he has right now if he did that. And he knows that. And he wants to maximize, make as much money, and be as rich as he possibly can be. That's why he does what he does. Halle Berry, basically, her mom is white, right? But when you saw her in like Boomerang, People Under the Stairs, different types of movies and stuff or whatever, okay, same thing with her. Everything with her, she couldn't get a Grammy, she couldn't get nominated until she started showing titties. And the same thing with every movie she played in, it was always, I have to date a white man. I have to, whatever. I don't care personally. I'm bringing out the reality of this is why those things were being done. Okay, so therefore, when you look at Halle Berry, you don't look at her and go, she looks white. She looks half white. No, you just see a black woman. That's all. But these things were by design. That's why their careers take different paths. For those who don't understand the score, look at every actor. Sanaa Lathan. You take guys like Bokeem Woodbine. Look at these people who they're recognizable, but you say their names, it doesn't ring bells with everybody. The Nia Longs were people who they play in a lot of movies. Like, now, for the record, I don't fuck with Tyler Perry. I don't like his message. I don't like how everything about him is disgruntled black couples where there's always a bunch of. Now, I'm not talking about somebody touching on the real life situations, because real life situations happen in everybody's life. I don't care what color you are, but it's a picture that's being painted by Tyler Perry that black men do nothing but cheat on their women, and he always try to make it where somehow it's justifiable for the woman to be like disgruntled, changing like she cheats, and well, you made me cheat, you pushed me to cheat, or it'll be, well, she cheats, and it's always the woman who she makes more money than the man. He has a regular job, okay, and he just basically all of these jobs are regular if you want to look at pay scale, because they don't make entertainers type money, okay. But bottom line is, it's always the type of thing where, well, on the woman's side, she could have had her pick, but she chose a guy who basically makes way less money. And the man is supposed to be the breadwinner. So it's always this thing where when the woman cheats, it's because the guy cannot financially hold his end up to, provide for her, to give her, and all that. And then basically she takes him through the ringer, child support, whatever. Now everything you're complaining he don't make enough money. Now you want to try to take more money from him and, do things. And then it's like she goes out, she gets in a relationship, she gets burned. Then she realized the grass wasn't greener on the other side. It's always that same, it's always that same ping pong back and forth between that. And to me, this shit is just movies. I still don't like the fact that I know that people take this shit to heart. And this is the concept that they have. Then when I hear people talk about on the news and I see talk show, how, black men just like to make babies and don't take care of their kids. It's like, see, here we go. Now here you are playing into that narrative with your money, with your movies. Do you understand? So I don't fuck with Tyler Perry movies, but at the same time, there's no filmmaker, no film producer that I love his. No, I just watch movies. That's all. That's all. But that's what that is. So yeah. And this is why you never see the Rock has never had a black brother, a Samoan brother, with the exception. It was one movie he was in. It might have been one of the Fast and Furious movies. I'm not sure what it was. The one where Roman Reigns, his cousin Roman Reigns was in, they had this scene where they were doing their tribal dance and stuff and all, whatever the fuck. But the bottom line is, they take that route to try to be more successful. It's no different from people thinking, well, you have to date a white man or a white woman if you want continued success through your relationship. Like nobody else is good enough. That's that mentality. So I'm explaining this to you because this is what happens. And I get a lot of people from different countries that come on my channel that don't know what's going on in America. So they see things, and to them, it's not a thing. It's just a movie. It's just they don't understand why these things are happening. And if somebody sat down and interviewed The Rock and said, why don't you ever play in movies where you have a black girlfriend or a black wife or your family's black, everybody look like you? Why is it always... He'd probably either get offended or respond with the question like, so I will answer something like, hey, what it is, I feel like life in general, man. Hey, my mom's Samoan, my dad's black, my family's mixed. So to me, it's, it's a melting pot, man. It's people are people. He would respond with a way to try to get the fans, right? Just like in the Bible, where it said Jesus describes him as white woolly hair. Okay? White, not blonde, not brown, not black, not red, white woolly hair. Eyes as red as fire. Said his feet was like the color of bronze, right? Well, with the exception of the bottoms of your feet, the tops of your feet looks like your arms, your legs, your face, and everything else. Which means copper is closer to my complexion. Okay, a little darker than me, but okay. But you see pictures of said Jesus, pale white skin, rosy red cheeks, blue eyes, long blonde hair. You understand what I mean? I've seen them where they had it kind of like more of a brunette, but bottom line, okay, the description never looks like the paintings that people make on purpose. So when you see people do it on purpose, it's because of the description. Now, there's no actual photo or picture of a Jesus or nobody from the Bible, but that description never looks like the same Bible you're reading. When they have the pictures, they have them in there, like I said, looking completely different from the description. So when somebody makes the comment that, well, Jesus was black, or Jesus, no, and people go, well, Jesus was no color, he's all things. No, bullshit. Bullshit. Okay? And the people of Israel, you look at their hair and how they look, well, he would look like them now, wouldn't he? So no, to try to make him black doesn't make him no more real than saying he's not white. Do you understand what I'm saying? But people go with these narratives because they want to be neutral about things. They want to feel like, well, we have a part in it too. Okay? Anytime you've seen Buddha, what does Buddha always look like? For the most part. Because there's different versions, because Buddha is not one particular person. People don't understand what Buddha symbolizes and who Buddha's supposed to be. So you'll see symbols and photos of Buddha where he's not big and fat. Okay? But imagine someone making Buddha. Buddha has a fucking afro and a beard. And somebody just throw the word Buddha and say, well, this is what I feel. Buddha's all things. Buddha's, no, people wouldn't accept that. And they wouldn't. Just like you have black Jews. But if you saw a black person, if you saw a Jew drawn with long pigtails, with the big top hat on, bearded up, but he was black, and you just saw nothing but a bunch of black people. Let's say, for example, the movie was made and all these Jews have the same look, long pigtails and all that, and they're walking around. People go, what is this? People complain when The Rock played Samson. They complain when he just played Black Adam. So you understand what I'm saying? There was a complaint when Michael, what's the kid's name? That played in Creed, Michael B. Jordan, when he played Johnny in the Fantastic Four movie. Why? All of a sudden, these characters that were normally white are black. Okay? People gotten used to Samuel with the long role of playing Nick Fury, because in the comics, yeah, he was initially white. Do you understand? But what did they do? Complain. Because of simple things like that. So, yeah. I remember Ahmed Johnson told a story about The Rock. And he said that The Rock was walking with, I think, Shawn Michaels and Hunter. And he said that The Rock was saying to them, yeah, man, my dad is white, man. I don't know if there's any truth to that story. Excuse these fools with the fireworks in the back. I don't know who that is, but they do that shit all the time out here. But so anyway, he goes, said that The Rock made that comment. Yeah, man, my dad is white, man. Yeah, man, my dad is not black or whatever. So I looked at that and said, everybody knows that Rocky Johnson is said to be The Rock's father. I mean, I'm just saying, right? I didn't care to dig into the story, but just that comment, hearing that, it was like, But a lot of people have said The Rock was a sellout, that The Rock was an ass kisser, that The Rock was a Sambo. Do you understand my point? But because Hulk Hogan already made his racist rants, he said these things that he said. Do you understand me? Him saying any of these things and talk about everybody's racist. I mean, hey, I'm a racist to a point. No. Like me explaining what I'm explaining to you guys, if any of you are stupid enough to label me as a racist because of what I'm stating the facts, you've never seen The Rock have a black girlfriend or a black family in a movie, yet he's black. Okay? So at the end of the day, in real life, he's black and Samoan, right? But bottom line, everything in his movies is always the same things. No, I'm pointing out the facts. I mean, hell, I know who I am. I know what I am. I don't call people racist slurs. I have no reason to. I have no desire to do that. That's not who I am. Okay, and I've had to flatten a lot of people for referring me to racial slurs, but verbally, my words had nothing to do with race. And how things went, how I decided to handle it, well, they learned not to do that shit again. But bottom line is real simple. People use this type of shit at some point to stay afloat, and I'm going to explain that as we go further. So this is a rally of people they're chanting, "Hang Mike Pence."
Was rushed to safety as a mob of insurrectionists called for the unaliving of the vice president at the time. The Daily Beast would report that Hogan would be speaking and also be joined by the UFC's Dana White. If they needed just something to talk about in the green room.
You and Hulk were once good friends.
Yeah.
What's the likelihood of that ever being repaired?
Never.
They could broach the subject of dirty business practices they conduct. Let ex-WWE wrestler Jesse the Body Ventura spell it out.
He's the one that ratted me to Vince when I tried to unionize. I found that out under federal deposition when Vince was put under sworn, and he didn't hesitate at all. I told my lawyer the story, and in deposition you can ask about anything. And so I wanted to know who ratted me in the locker room, because there were no agents, no one from the office was in there when I did it. So it had to be one of the boys. And when my attorney said, Mr. McMahon, has there ever been a union in wrestling? And Vince said, no. He said, has anyone ever tried to? And Vince said, well, I think Jesse Ventura spouted his mouth off about it once before. And my attorney said, did you hear Mr. Ventura? No. Well, then how do you know he did? With no hesitation, Vince went, Hulk Hogan told me. And I didn't show any emotion, but I almost tipped over in the chair because he was my friend.
You know, like fighting unionization. That could be one of many things that the two converse over. I mean, here's the thing. from Ventura, when Vince McMahon was under oath, he was pressed by Ventura's lawyers, and that is when the body learned of how Vince McMahon knew of the wrestlers potentially organizing Hulk Hogan. That is who told him, Hulk Hogan. One quick note, something that came across the timeline that really made my stomach turn, was the Teamsters' Sean O'Brien snapping a photo with Dana White. A prolific union buster who believes the only way for the sport to do well is if he does well. And the Fertittas do well. The man does not stick up for the little guy. He enriches himself at the expense of said little guy. An important note to this, we learned of the Hogan tapes where he used the N-word because of a filed lawsuit years back by the wrestler, because the website, the now defunct Gawker, published his sex tape. His defense was bankrolled by a name you probably heard in the last few weeks, maybe even years, billionaire Peter Thiel. He also had beef with Gawker. As per the reports, the site outed Thiel as being a gay man. Thiel, who was 56 years old, was an early investor in Facebook, made his money through PayPal, will become a major player at huge companies. Tesla, YouTube, Yelp, LinkedIn, that's per the New York Times. Roy D. Simon, a professor emeritus of legal ethics at Hofstra University School of Law, would tell the New York Times there was a risk when the suit was funded by a single person with a potential agenda. I am troubled by Thiel, he would say. I guess that one guy is much more likely to have an agenda driven by revenge or personal dislike or wanting to prove a point. Thiel would deny that this was retaliatory. The jury would order Gawker to pay $140 million in damages. They would file for bankruptcy, of course. It was a damaging case, but also showed, much like politics, potentially our judicial systems could be under attack by big money and a potential paradigm being shifted because of the dollars. So let's just also be clear about this. Not only did Peter Thiel employ the vice president for the Republican Party, J.D. Vance, early on in his career, he, along with Elon Musk and tons of tech and crypto executives, propelled Vance's political run to the Senate and ultimately the VP spot. Thiel would give $15 million to Vance's Senate run. It was a monstrous figure. That wasn't until we learned just a few days ago that Elon Musk is giving over $30 million a month to Donald Trump and their super PACs. Billionaire David Sachs, who also gave to Vance, has donated to Trump's campaign for 2024. He would put out this tweet gloating of the company that they keep in the billionaire class and how they can simply, in my view, just get away with it, buying off our politicians.
Will you just shut up for a minute and let me finish?
You believe this? We gotta be better than that. I work with both sides to expand veterans.
Author and journalist Dave Zirin would recap this. Hulk Hogan is a stone-cold racist, he would write on Twitter. In the last decade, recordings of him using the N-word first made him a pariah, but now he's going to be a speaker at the Republican National Convention. He's also fully owned by Peter Thiel, Zirin tweeted. So he has more in common with Trump than a spray tan and racial slurs. What this represents to me is the following. Vance's VP selection by Trump serves as the pipeline. J.D. Vance has known Peter Thiel for a while. He was enamored with Thiel when taking in a speech at Yale in the year 2011, because as much as J.D. Vance likes to say, I'm a bootstraps guy, I'm the anti-establishment guy, I am who you guys should pick, because I'm an everyday man. He's a through and through elitist. Vance, Trump, and Thiel share many things in common. One of the most dangerous is that they don't believe in democracy. Tia would write in a 2009 essay, quote, "I no longer believe that freedom and democracy are compatible." Via Mother Jones, Vance, Trump, and Hogan are vehicles of ideological ambitions, and when you invest early, like Teal did with Vance, you can receive unthinkable rewards. So when you are taking all of this in, however you may, it could be the Turks' stream, could be any others, doesn't matter. When you're taking this in, understand who the speakers are and who the major players are behind them that are bankrolling the movement. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports. And or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow.
So bottom line, what I want to add to what he just said, okay, and before I even get to that, when Hulk Hogan was a part of TNA Wrestling, Impact Wrestling at the time, whatever, there was a female wrestler, a black wrestler named Awesome Kong. And this is when Haiti they had the, I think this is when the earthquakes came. They had the 2 back-to-back earthquakes. And Awesome Kong got offended because, what's this guy, Bubba the Love Sponge, who was supposed to be Hogan, a good friend, who was definitely nothing but a racist, and everybody knew this about him. And this is what I mean about who you associate yourself with. He made a comment about, fuck those Haitian people. We got enough people going on in America. Let those Haitians deal with their own problem, and we deal with American problems, or something to that effect. So Awesome Kong took offense to that. And Awesome Kong approached this guy about that situation. And when she approached him, pretty much he responded, she didn't like his response, so she wanted to punch him in his face. So pretty much Awesome Kong got fired for that. How many times have you heard people talk about in professional wrestling that these scraps happen on a regular? Guys coming up and another guy, whatever. Okay. Hogan told a story about how him and Warrior was supposed to go out and fight against Slaughter and Sheik at the time or whatever, and Warrior decided, nah, you're gonna give me more money, or I'm not going out. And then what did Hogan end up doing? He's saying it in his own words that he told Vince, hey, you want us to go take him outside and deal with him or whatever. So all of a sudden, this woman punches a guy in the face for being racist. She gets fired. Okay, Hogan just recently had something going on where he needed a model for something he was doing, and it turns out that when the girl shows up, she's black. He calls her 2 days later to tell her that the job wasn't hers or whatever. So we already know what time it is with Hulk Hogan. We've been known this. Now, reality is, you see what he's doing with this, rallying for Trump. I saw him when he has the Trump pants shirt on. He does his little rips his shirt off and all this shit and whatever. You see the people that's backing him is just like him. This is exactly my point with how people will use racism to their advantage. Right now, you see what's going on with Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia, okay, is supposed to be in rehab, right? What is Ryan Garcia doing? He's jumping on lives with Keyshawn Davis and with Shakur Stevenson, and what are they doing? They're giving him a pass. They're talking, having a little back and forth and all this stuff. But you see the point what I'm saying? This is an attempt for Ryan to try to make people forget about this whole racist thing, to where it's affecting his suspension, him being suspended, and people, or his credibility, like, well, he just made a bad decision, but everybody's human, let's forgive him. That's what he wants to happen. The reality of that is, when you go for the okie doke, and you're stupid, and you give these people a pass, you are a part of the problem too. And like I said in the previous video, I couldn't even really sit there and fully watch this. I got sick of listening to Keyshawn and Shakur, nigga, yo, nigga. I got sick of it. And I just, like, you know what? I just can't with these two. But this is what I'm saying. Ryan Garcia may even try to take the route where what can I be a part of that will keep me up aside from just making an ass out of myself on social media? What can I do where, guess what? They're seeing my face every day. You know what? Without boxing, I'm still making a big check. So now boxing will be begging for me to come back. But with or without boxing, I'm good. What can I say or do where I can continue to be whatever I want to be? If I want to be racist, guess what? Maybe I'll join something. Okay? Maybe I'll join something where people will be supportive of what I'm saying and doing. Well, here's the thing. You're in America, bro. So if you think that you're going to join like a white racist campaign some kind of way, I don't necessarily mean something dealing with politics, but I mean anything. You're not white, you're Mexican. So racist white people don't want nothing to do with you either. If you want to deal with something racist, period, okay, you being a scumbag that you are, I wouldn't be shocked. But at the same time, this is what I mean about people when they get to the point where, all right, I want big money. I want multi-million-dollar checks. Okay, I want to be in a position where the same money that I could be making in boxing, even if, bottom line is, even if I'm not in the ring, I'm still doing it. Now, when I get back in the ring, my popularity can make my stock go up. This is what people do. Mike Perry got angry at Blanco Jai White because he was telling a story about Kimbo Slice. And Mike Perry felt like, according to him, like Michael Jai White was trying to make Kimbo look like a punk or whatever, which I didn't take it like that watching that video. And even the video part of it that he was talking about was, if you guys ever saw it, where Michael Jai White was saying, like, I'm going to try to hit your hand, don't let me hit it, right? And when he would throw the punch, Kimbo would move it, and then he says, okay, go. And he just went like this, and he hit his hand. Okay, that type of, it was during the set of the movie Blood and Bones. But bottom line is, he told him, I'll fuck that nigga up. See, here we go with non-black people using that word. And pretty much, Michael Jai White did the interview with Vlad TV, and he talked about how, he's going to have to see me. And he said he don't actually dislike him. He think he's probably a good guy. But just things that's not right in his head. Talk about how he's going to have to see me, right? But even Michael Jai White, he said he don't like Adrian Broner. He flat out, I don't like him, this, that. And he had a lot of things to say about Adrian Broner. And he said he never met him. Just seeing the way he carries himself and all or whatever, right? But once again, somebody used the word nigger, we give him a pass. And even though Hogan was fired by the WWE, he was also brought back by the WWE. Okay, so with all that being said, when people see value in you financially, they'll overlook your morals. Like when you hear me say they take this rapper Sexy Red, they take the most ignorant people of certain ethnicities and stick them in front of a camera and say that person represents all of us. Nope. Here's a female who has a line of lipstick named after like vaginal diseases. Can you imagine your wife going into a store saying, can I get this lipstick right here? Which one? The chlamydia or the gonorrhea? Oh, let me get the gonorrhea. She named the brown lipstick, booty hole brown. All of these stupid things. This is what I'm saying. And you get these people. She go to schools and talk. She's been banned from certain schools. She cursed people, fuck these bitches. As long as I'm getting my motherfucking money. She come to the school smelling like weed. I mean, this is a person that, no, we shouldn't have her around our kids trying to teach them anything. And what does the WWE do? They bring her in to host one of their pay-per-views. Right? But who do they use? Who's the general manager there at NXT? Yeah, Dwayne The Rock Johnson's daughter. And you see my point? If it's about money, if it's about you think this person will get some traction, no. Well, even though she did that, her tour date's coming up. She basically is not even at the halfway mark of being able to sell out these tours. So she has to cancel shows. So yeah, just like she's using the WWE as a platform, to hope that it can boost her to get more people to come to her shows. Well, at the same time, the WWE is using her to draw in pretty much who? A black audience. Do you understand what I'm saying? So they don't care about morale. They don't care about any of that. Now, isn't it funny that Beyonce is supposed to be doing a country music album, right? Well, you guys remember John Schneider from the Dukes of Hazzard that played Bo Duke? No, yeah, he played Bo Duke. Well, there was a news interview where the interviewer, you know, when the interviewer gets unprofessional and it's accepted, it's tolerated, and you know it is because they do it over and over. And we're not talking about a sports show, which I don't think it should be tolerated regardless. I think people should be fair and down the middle. But she goes, I mean, can you believe this? Beyonce is now, did you hear that she's making a country music album, as if she doesn't approve of it, right? Then John Schneider's shaking his head. He goes, you know, it's like a dog. You know, the dog has to mark its territory on every tree. They just can't leave it alone. They just have to have everything. Who is he talking about? Hmm? Hmm? Do you know how many black people grew up watching the Dukes of Hazzard? Do you know how many people sat there? My dad was one of them. Used to sit there, we in there watching him, and yeah. But you find out how people really feel about you. You understand what I mean? So, bottom line is this, right? Hulk Hogan exemplified what I'm telling you guys, and I've said this shit years ago when I made similar videos because of some racist shit that was going on. Like he said, if my daughter was going to marry some nigger, I prefer it be someone, at least a 7-foot guy with $100 million, you know, like a basketball player or something. See, they don't respect you as people. They respect money. They respect, okay, well, this nigga's different. He went and made something out of himself. That's all. That's all. You think that Trump, if you see Trump take a picture with a black celebrity, do you think that that means he likes them as people or respects them as a person? This idiot stood up and was talking about people taking black jobs and Hispanic jobs. What is a black job? I know full damn well none of you have ever went to a fucking interview and said, well, yeah, I'm here to sign up for a black job, or I'm here to sign up for a Hispanic job. What the fuck is a Hispanic job or a black job? Yeah? Tell me. Tell me. So this is the type of ignorant motherfucker he is. But what ends up happening is a lot of people, they resort to that. And I'm watching Ryan Garcia. See, as time go by, like I said, certain people, they're selective with who they forgive. And they try to just, let it go, let it go. He did what he did, let it go. Yeah, to this very day. Remember when Bernard Hopkins said, I'll never let a white boy beat me? Mm-hmm. How many decades ago was that? But bottom line, it has to be brought up. Right? So now when somebody non-black does it, well, what about that time when Bernard said, see, and this is what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm saying. And this dude sat here and said, I'm KKK. I'm anti-black. And the same little dummy he sat there talking to, Keyshawn Davis, talking about how, yo, man, I don't respect that, bro. Yo, just leave my race out your name out. But I respect you, man. I respect you, you know what I'm saying? And I don't hate you. Yeah. And isn't it ironic that the very two guys who gave him a pass, he ends up on a live with them? You've not heard one apology from Ryan Garcia to nobody that he directly disrespected. You didn't hear him say anything as a apology to the black race. No, like I told you, his whole thing, he apologized to Andrea, the mother of his children. It had nothing to do with us. So don't be surprised if Ryan Garcia becomes a part of something where he can just openly say whatever he wants and nothing happens to him. And therefore, let's say, for example, if in boxing he's not able to do what he wants to do, it ends up being a situation where, well, I have this platform. I don't need these people. Then I can be openly as racist as I possibly can. And guess what? Now when I say these things, it's not going to matter because I have full support of these people. So Hulk Hogan joining Trump and doing what he's doing and making his racist comments that he's done, and recently, you know, hiring this black woman, but when she shows up and he realizes she probably was a really, really proper speaking person, so he probably listened to her and didn't think, oh, because people make that term, oh, she sounds black. Yeah. And then when he saw her, oh, shit, she's a darkie. I can't, no. See, all of these things, you got to understand. At Hogan's age, on top of that, it's not like he's going to get back in the ring and wrestle, right? But what can I do to keep money coming in? So guess what? I already said what I said. People already know what I'm about. So I might as well go all the way in. And you know what? To Ryan Garcia, people like Shakur Stevenson, people like Keyshawn Davis is the Snoop Dogg version of Hogan's situation. Because that's what he did. Talked about how when he tried to justify that shit with talking about how he hang out with Snoop and they use the word all the time. Ignorant, stupid motherfuckers. Like I said, nigga, yo, y'all niggas this, us niggas, right? Bottom line, he used Snoop. As to say that's how they talk to each other all the time. And I'm like, so Snoop, you telling me you stand there and let Hogan call you nigga? And on the show one time, Vince McMahon walks past John Cena's in the hallway, and this is on the cut scene. He walks up to John Cena and goes, "What's up, my nigga?" And then starts walking away like this, like were you imitating black people? You see? But see, I can see a bunch of stupid black people watching that episode and that very scene going, "Yo, I ain't gonna feel yo, Vince McMahon is my nigga, yo." You see, this is exactly what I'm saying. And they try to appeal to the most ignorant people out here with this type of stuff. All of this shit right here. This is life, man. This isn't for entertainment. This is real life shit. So Ryan Garcia may pull a Hulk Hogan, and he may end up trying to be a part of something where he just goes full blast. Now, all of you dummies that already gave him a pass, now y'all gonna be going, you know what, fuck it, yo, that shit, yo. I can't fuck with this nigga, yo. I can't fuck with him. I can't fuck with this nigga, yo. Because, yo, no, man, I give this nigga a pass, and this nigga, yeah. And y'all feel real stupid. Let me show you the difference when you're ignorant and don't even realize it. And like I said, us as black people, we love to come at each other, but we don't go at people of other races the same way, other ethnicities the same way. Bottom line, you see, Busta Rhymes, the rapper, he made a comment last year. He said, Americans ain't got no culture. You know what I'm saying? Yo, black people he's talking about in hip hop was inspired by the Caribbean, West Indians, and Hispanic music. Now, this whole dumb shit, KRS-One had to be the idiot to open his mouth to try to talk about how hip-hop wouldn't exist without Puerto Ricans and all, which is complete, pure bullshit. We have no issue with people because they're Puerto Rican, Mexican, or wherever the fuck they come from, people to people. So, bottom line, we all rock with the same music or whatever. But to say that hip-hop wouldn't be here without them when they had nothing to do with it, and I'm not going to go deep into that, okay, but let's just be honest. If I sit here on my deck and watch people build a motherfucking house, right? And I sit here every day and watch them do it. And then I say, yeah, man, I helped them build that house. I ain't helped them do shit. All I did was observe. I didn't help them do nothing. So even if they say, hey, man, want to come in and look around? And I walk in and look, oh, this is a nice house. Yeah, I was welcome to come look at the house. But I didn't have anything to do with it. Or the people move in, and then I see them and say, yeah, you know I helped build this house, right? Yeah, man, we started with here, we did this and I remember that, and look, here go the pictures of how I looked before we started. No, I had nothing to do with it. I just observed it. Now, bottom line, no. You have Latinos that's coming out saying we ain't had nothing to do with building hip-hop, man. No, we had nothing to do with that. This is, bottom line, people try to play neutral, and they try to say things to appease other people because they don't want people to say, you know what, fuck this guy. No. There was one Mexican female rapper talk about, ain't nobody gonna tell me I'm a guest when I help build. No, you didn't help do nothing. You are not. You see, when you build a foundation from the ground up, you go from the ground floor to the attic, okay? And if you don't have an attic from the ground, from the foundation to the top, no. You are a part of something that already exists. But when somebody's telling you, oh yeah, our people helped build, no, you didn't help build shit. There's no Caribbean sounds. There's no Latino music, nothing involved in the foundation of hip hop. There was no influence and no sounds like it. Bullshit. Do you know, let me be honest with you. Do you know how many West Indian people came to this country when we was kids and we didn't even know? They used to be like, they had certain accents and they dressed a certain way, like real shit. When you would see the West Indian guys, they would pull, like, they would have like dress pants on, right? With a fucking sweater or a sweat jacket, and they would tuck the sweater or the jacket in the pants and pull the pants up to their nipples and shit, and be rocking like dress shoes with a fucking tracksuit and stuff like that. People was afraid they got picked on how they dressed. 5, 6, 7 different colors all at the same time. All this kind of like shit that they was afraid of being clowned. Let me tell you something. We're talking, it's like, that's like, so from the time I'm a kid, I learned how to dance salsa. And I'm going to fucking tell you that I had something to do with building this or the sounds, or I go out and do a fucking album in Spanish and I'm going to say I helped build it. No, I didn't. No, I became a part of something that already existed with or without me. And that's all it is. This is not an anti-Latino or anti-anything else. It's like, stop playing. Asians are big on hip-hop, breakdancing, and all that stuff right now. They had nothing to do with the inception, though. You understand what I'm saying? The foundation was created by Black Americans. Let's just say it like it is. Other people embraced it as a... First of all, people understand. People in America wasn't even accepting rap. They were saying rap is crap. It's not real music. And so all of a sudden now, everybody's a part of it. Everybody helped. No, you guys didn't help do shit. You just became a part of it. And after a while, it became, if you can't beat them, join them. This is just the facts of, we talking about who built this. No, that's the problem with black people, though. As soon as we get something, we ready to go share it, to go give it away, to say somebody else helped us do this or somebody else helped us do that, and blah, blah, blah. It's not even about that to me. I don't really care. And to be honest with you, like I said, I walked away from a lot of shit. So I don't support stupid shit. There's a whole lot of things that people say and do that's negative, and people don't want it to be corrected because they want the corruption to continue. Okay? So back to Busta Rhymes making that comment. Well, they went to New Orleans. Go pull it up on YouTube and look. The building was more than half empty. They didn't get up for Busta Rhymes. They're just sitting there looking at him. And pretty much, I don't know who else was involved with that, but you see, he's over there cursing, "Oh, get the fuck up. Don't motherfucking play with me tonight. Yo, fuck that. Make me feel at home. This the first time me and my brother been here." And he's saying all of this. Well, no. Here's my take on this, Busta Rhymes. Since Americans have no culture, and American music was inspired by Jamaicans and by Latinos, take your rap music, go to Jamaica, go to Guyana, go to Montego Bay, go everywhere. Go to Trinidad, go everywhere. Okay, go to Puerto Rico, go to Mexico, go everywhere. Go to Guatemala, go everywhere. Okay? And do your songs there, and let's see the reaction you get. Since that music was inspired by everybody other than Black Americans. See, the reason they didn't get up for your musty, sorry ass is because you disrespected Black Americans. America ain't got no culture. Then you're going to say, make me feel at home. Why would they do that? You're not home. You know the funny thing about people like Busta Rhymes? You made a whole career. All the millions of dollars you made was off of Black Americans. Other people around the world when you travel, yeah, in and out the country, but Black Americans made you who you are with this. Yeah, you got rich off of hip hop. You ain't get rich off of no fucking reggae. You made that one whack ass song, "I Killed Him." And you know the funny thing about this dude? The entire time you hear Busta Rhymes talk, with the exception of his lisp, you don't hear him talking about no Jamaican shit. Right? I'm not talking about just talking, well, you know, my mother is from you know, Jamaica, or my dad, or what. No. Every time you hear him, yo, you know what I'm saying? Yo, new haircut. You know what I'm saying? New look, new album. Yo, we doing big things out here. Shout out, yo, New York is the Mecca. New York, New York, New York. But then all of a sudden you get to a point where, well, okay, my old songs still have value. There's an interest in that. New material, man, people will watch me on YouTube, but as far as selling music, it's not the same. Streams are low. Now all of a sudden, you're doing an interview, right? And you talking about, you know, come here and say, "Me's a Jamaican, so Man, I have to get back to my people, you know. Man, I have to do things right way and proper good thing we do for the people. What? So wait, all of this time now? Cause your hip hop ain't shit no more? Cause you could, like I said, you get YouTube views. You know what people don't understand? As long as people don't have to pay for shit, yeah, you'll get views. Nobody don't have to pay to watch you a fucking YouTube video. That does not translate into big record sales though. Not even single sales. That just means people who remembered you, and it's not three. And listen here, no matter how many people watch it, if you got 3 million views of a video, it's a lot of the same people rewinding, rewatching. It's not 3.5 million different people. Not even close to it. It's like I said, it's replay value. So what I'm saying now, all of a sudden that your hip hop ain't selling. Now all of a sudden you wanna, I'm Mr. Jamaican. You ain't sound like a Jamaican not one time on that fucking stage, now did you? Get the fuck up, yo, sir, man, everybody, yo, put your fucking cell phones down. Yo, listen, man, your motherfucking cell. And I'm just like, damn, his ego is up there. Now imagine somebody going to Jamaica after telling Jamaicans, y'all ain't shit over here. Y'all Jamaicans ain't this and that. Y'all ain't got no culture. Y'all ain't got this and that. And then going to Jamaica telling me, yo, get up, yo. Make me feel welcome in this motherfucker. Nah, you not welcome because you sat here and said we don't have no culture. Basically shot us down. We ain't shit. Our influence came from everywhere else. That's what happened to Busta Rhymes. Put his foot in his mouth and said the wrong things. Let's make a living off of these black American niggas over here in America, but then run back and run our mouth and shit on them and then think we can say what we want and come back. Now, here's my thing. If you guys can make sure you don't show up to a Busta Rhymes show and you don't like what he said, then you surely need to do the same shit to pieces of shit like a Hulk Hogan, because he don't need you. He don't care about you. He ain't one of those black people. Ryan Garcia is using Shakur. He's using Keyshawn Davis. They're just too immature and ignorant to understand it, because that's pretty much what he's doing. As long as I'm talking shit to them and basically talking about fighting, people are forgetting about what I did. They don't care about what I did. It's water under a bridge. I didn't change the way I feel about these niggas. I'm still just as racist as I've always been. It's just that, all right, let me just not say it. But if this motherfucker winds up doing some shit where he becomes a part of something where they accept him, okay, not because they like him, because he's a good person, but because he feels the same way they do. And they don't care how he feel about black people. Guess what? He do it. Example. He has a 1-year suspension. Let's say, for example, Keyshawn Davis gets knocked out in his next fight. Let's say, for example, Ryan Garcia gets knocked out in his next fight. Shakur and Keyshawn, let's say they lose and they look bad. With Ryan Garcia coming back, fighting either one of them, really matter at that point? Nah. So what's the only big fight? Him and Tank. Tank's team already said, nah, fuck him. He don't get a fight with us. See, and this is my point. More than anything, it was his co-trader, whatever, co-manager, whatever, who made a decision for Tank. You understand what I'm saying? More than likely. But bottom line, to say, hey, look, we ain't fighting this motherfucker. Now, that doesn't mean Tank don't have to listen. But for him to say it, that means Tank has agreed to it. Okay, but what I'm saying, the thought probably came from the management. But bottom line is, at least they're smart enough, at least hopefully for them, they don't change their tune because somebody throws some money in their face. But at the end of the day, same way Lomachenko walked away from the fight with Tank, saying it doesn't matter the amount of money. He knows it's a lucrative fight, right? You know, his man spoke and said he's just repeating what Loma said. That's all. And the amount of money don't matter. He's not focusing. He can walk away from a big payday. Well, guess what? You can do the same thing with Ryan, because all you're doing. See, here's the clear message. I don't respect these dumb black niggas, but I'm gonna make money off them. Plain and simple. Those same opportunities that you could be giving other people, just like what we say about Canelo. You talking about you love Mexicans so much and you represent Mexico, so fight Benavidez and help your Mexican brother make money. You can do the same thing. Why the fuck do you have to fight Ryan? Do you understand? I mean, fight Ryan. Why? So for Ryan to say what he's saying, that motherfucker ain't sorry. Like I said, ain't been not one fucking apology. That bullshit. I'm sorry for where I was acting. The past couple of weeks. No, he ain't apologized to us. So don't be shocked, like I said, if this motherfucker pull a Hulk Hogan and do some shit. You already seen him standing in front of Donald Trump. Seen him throwing punches, looking stupid. Trump standing just looking at him. You think he cared? What you think the Trump war was about? Stupid, to keep your people from coming here illegally. Yeah? And you sitting up here showing out for him. So this is what I'm saying. People have used racism and they're still doing it to their advantage. Bottom line. If you got to get used to doing things a different way, but it's fat in your pockets, you think they're going to turn away and say, nah, fuck it, nah. And especially for the simple fact, all the people that's suing this boy, all of the fucking people that he done accused and said things about, and all this fucking bullshit, his bullshit antics, he's not the most welcome person in boxing. But you know what I'm saying? He's not sitting up there with other Mexican fighters. He's not sitting up there with any fighters that's just not, everything is what? He's sitting up here with black fighters. Do you understand what I'm saying? And he knows. His racist fans, they don't give a fuck about no Keyshawn Davis and no motherfucking Shakur Stevenson. So guess what? They probably said, like, yeah, fuck them niggas up. I hope you get the fight so you can knock them out and show them just like you did Devin Haney. And they don't care that he cheated. They don't care about the steroid. They don't care about none of it. Him not making weight, him not honoring his contract. They don't care about it. And I'm bringing this out because, like I said, I know there's a bunch of soft motherfuckers out here who really think that these people mean what they say. Okay? When they come with a fake ass apology, but they'll make excuses for them when they say a bunch of wrong shit and do a bunch of wrong things. And Ryan Garcia, you're nothing but another Hulk Hogan. You, just like the guy on the video said, Hulk Hogan and Donald Trump have a lot more in common. And people know, yeah, you're right there with them. And this is where people got to pay attention and understand things. If you're willing to, and you got somebody who clearly don't like your stupid black ass, well, y'all need to wake up, stop calling each other niggas, stop referring to yourself as a nigga, and then saying, well, he can't say that, which I agree. No, he shouldn't be able to say it, but you also shouldn't be saying it. You shouldn't want to say it, and you shouldn't view yourself as a fucking nigga. But we got too many people right now, podcasts and all types of shows. Yo, nigga, this and that. Yo, real nigga shit. Niggas this, nigga. Even so-called Muslims, so-called righteous people calling themselves niggas. And it's just like, you see the point what I'm telling you? They use you stupid motherfuckers to prove their point. You don't think Ryan Garcia could sit down and talk to people? For example, his people know he's going to be on this live with Keyshawn and with Shakur. You don't think his people feel like, now they don't like him saying nigga, but they calling him nigga. They calling themselves nigga. You don't think he feels the same way? I know, yo. They talking about nigga this, nigga that, but then when I say it, I'm being racist. No, you were being racist. And it was far more than you just saying, yo, nigga. No. You know what you said, boy. And they use people like them. The same time he's talking to you, he's making an example out of you. And y'all are just too fucking dumb to understand that. And even you got these dumb fools that come into the fucking comment section, yo, man, he's showing a real nigga, yo. That's why I respect that nigga. But hey, we are at a point where this is like people are at their dumbest point, their most ignorant point in this day and time. Nobody understands right from wrong. Nothing should be corrected. Just let the wrong shit happen. People have the right to do whatever they want. And you see, when you stand up and speak against other shit, but you let this shit slide, oh, I feel sorry for him, man. Like, I hope he gets help. Yeah, I know. But you're very vocal about something that's not even nearly as bad as what he did. I just wanted to put this out here, guys, because this is exactly what I mean. And as time goes on, like these younger generation, they know of Hulk Hogan through wrestling or seeing him on a video game or whatever, heard it, but don't really know too much about him, and they might think he's some hero because they parents just said, "Oh, I used to watch Hulk Hogan. He was the American hero, and Hulk was this, and Hulk was a racist, and he still is, and always was. He's a hypocrite and a liar." And this is why 90-something% of the fucking wrestling of wrestlers don't like him and don't respect him. And they always say, white people, other white wrestlers was calling him a racist, even before that. And when I listen to that video, I think Brooke is dating the black guy, man. Fucking nigger. God, you just never know, man. Fucking niggers, man. Fucking niggers. Yeah. So my thing with Snoop is, you heard the video, and you heard him use you as an example to say, yo, me and Snoop, when we talk and we chop it up, oh, yeah. You think a 60-year-old white man really used the term chopping it up, right? Yeah. Where, and that's how we talk to each other. So Snoop, the fact that you didn't correct Hulk Hogan, you didn't blast his ass, that makes it look like, damn, even if it's true, what the fuck type of shit you want? That you gonna sit here and let somebody be disrespectful to you and black people? I guarantee you couldn't walk up to Hogan, yo, what's up, yo? You my favorite cracker, yo. Out of all these crackers I know, you couldn't do that to him, and he wouldn't like that shit at all. And everybody watching would be going, Snoop a racist. Fuck that guy. But notice how Ryan Garcia, you got so many people crossing their fingers, just hoping that the masses forgive him so he can come back and wow, because all they care about is making money. That's all. So I don't care if you're Oscar De La Hoya saying we don't stand for that and we this and we that. Okay, well, Mauricio Suleiman has already said what he said, and he claims Ryan is banned for life for anything. I wouldn't be shocked if one day Mauricio changes his mind. We're all human. We all make our mistakes, and I think he learned his lesson. And I wouldn't be shocked at all. But as of now, according to Mauricio, he's banned for life. And bottom line, for all you stupid black fighters who don't understand, he's using you to make money. Because that's how he eat in the boxing ring, is by fighting. And he's using you. And y'all stupid asses already giving him a pass. If he does something else where he gets really comfortable and like, fuck it. And now he says it does something else, and because like he said, I ain't apologize for nothing. Last time I apologized was never. I don't care. Y'all come try to touch me, do whatever. Hey, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, he's protected by God and everything. You see how delusional he is, though? He didn't think nothing would happen to him. If there was no suspension and just speculation and it's just him and Victor Conte going back and forth, even with a ban, even with the ban, the so-called WBC ban, he still would be saying the same things. It's just everything. I think he's scared, probably feel like, man, is this karma or something? Not for what he said to black people, but because of this shit going on between him and the mother of his child. Because that's the only person he apologized to. And I don't want or care about his apology. But it shows you what he's made of. Because he has no intentions on doing so, or he would have. His stupid bitch ass is supposed to be in rehab, but out. Yet instead, he's sitting up here making videos with Keyshawn Davis and Shakur Stevenson like nothing ever happened. But, as usual, let's just get a motherfucker a pass. Y'all don't care about nothing. So all the real ones, stand up. I salute y'all. But to the weak, y'all know who y'all are, and y'all know what y'all are. Talk to me in the comment section. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.